Yes, people. I was supposed to be taking a hiatus. I was supposed to taking a break due to situations beyond my control. I've had a bereavement in the family, and you guys probably know by now still that my father passed away on Monday morning, 5:30. GMT, innit? Greenwich Mean Time, innit? Greenwich Mean Time. So he passed away. So I was going to take a break, but certain things will stop you from doing that. Certain things will will make you have to come out and talk, and this is one of them. This Marc Guehi situation. Big up Ravi in the building, man. Ravi's in the building there. Big up my brother Rods and Cop. Yeah, man. And remember the Cops and Rodders shows coming soon. Obviously, when I get the funeral and all that sorted out, you know what I mean? We'll be good to go. Feel for you, Rods. Respect to you and the family. Thanks a lot, man. That means a lot. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, Ravi. I mean, you've been rocking with me for a minute now, Ravi. You know what I mean? And yeah, I love that, man. And Dick are my good friend, man. My good friend. Thoughts and prayers, you and your family, Rods. Thank you, and Dicko. Thank you. Blessings for that, man. Blessings for that. You know what I mean? Keep it coming, man. Keep it coming. You know what I mean? That's right. Please hit the like button and subscribe button. You know what I mean? The stream might lag a bit is because I'm having to use my hotspot because when I eventually got up today, it's tired, you know. You know what I mean? Eventually got up today, I noticed that that I couldn't get onto YouTube, and cut long story short, I went downstairs and no broadband. And on top of that, I was supposed to get delivery of a tumble dryer, and they brought me a washing machine instead. Deliver a washing machine instead. How shit is that?
Wow.
Copfather. Won my snooker match, lads, but the team lost. Was it 2-5-2? Oh, 5-2. That 5-2 pre-warm up. Final next Wednesday.
Good luck, man.
At least you won. Let's talk about Marc Guehi, the Marc Guehi situation.
Yes.
Kick it off.
I mean, let's be honest here. The excuse we was given in the summer was we have no cover for Marc Guehi. So Glasner stepped in and said, he can't go to Liverpool, right? That's what we were led to believe, right? Yeah. Question. Has a medical been completed yet for Marc Guehi? Just a question.
I think so. I think I think he's in his advanced stage because he apparently he's been taken out of the squad for tomorrow, isn't he? Ain't Crystal Palace supposed to be playing tomorrow?
Yeah. So that leads me on nicely to my point then, wasn't it? It wasn't the case that they had no cover for Marc Guehi, because they still don't have any cover for Marc Guehi.
Okay.
Was it more of the case that he didn't want to come to Liverpool? That Glasner didn't want him to come to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Now, why would that be? With Pep Guardiola due to leave next season and him not renewing his contract, why do you think that would be? That he said to Guehi, go to City. Does anyone see any patterns coming along here? Does anyone see anything coming here? Maybe.
Yeah. It's very coincidental that sort of like this is happening. This is what I mean. This is why I sort of like, you know, I put in a thumbnail, falling out of love with football. That's why my caption is because of the fact that it's this, and this is happening all over again. And for once, and I can't really blame Liverpool. Liverpool, it's not Liverpool's fault that this has happened.
No.
So people that want to blame Liverpool and say Liverpool this and Liverpool that, it's not their fault. I'm sorry, it's not. Because they had that transfer in hand. The only thing that you could that people could say, right, is that, well, Liverpool should have acted when they said, all right, when they said they wanted 40 million back in summer, when they said they wanted that, what Liverpool should have done was pay the 40 million. That's the only thing they can say.
But can anyone here in the chat or anyone outside guarantee us that they would have let him come to us had we paid the 40 million?
I think I honestly think at the end of the day, if we pay 40 million, put it this way, if they say they wanted 40 million and we paid the 40 million, and they couldn't say nothing, they would have to sell, because they're gonna say, well, look, you said you wanted 40 million, now we're putting our money where our mouth is. There you go. Yeah. 40 and million.
I still don't think they would. Just based on everything I've seen, they stopped it after they said after the medical that we need to stop this now. After the medical, why didn't they do it before?
Yeah, but why did
they let it get to that stage?
I understand that, but the only thing that I will say is that like, if when we would have done it in a day, when they wanted that money, it would have been in a day in summer. Do you know what I'm saying? Right? And if they decided to pay silly buggers, right, we could have had enough time at the day to sort out something else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're trying to play silly buggers on the day because they asked for Gomez.
Right. But the thing is about
silly buggers on the day.
Yeah, but I don't understand what they're saying. I don't understand why they didn't give Gomez. But the thing is about, if they asked for 40 million and we gave them 40 million, and then because what you got to think about is this, yeah, this is what you got to think about. The reason why he went to the last day of the transfer window is because at that time nobody else was in for him. Yeah, so they asked for 40 million. Yeah, we said that they sort of like, nah, we want to pay 35 million, and they're going to hold out for that. Yeah, nobody else came in for him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We went down to the last day, and they must say, well, all right, then, yeah, go on. We do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So really and truly, what I'm saying that day with the 40 million a day, right? Nobody else was after him.
No.
So if Liverpool said like, hey, yeah, well, there you go, 40 million, he would have been at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because nobody else was looking at him.
Man City, we do things. We know how we do things, don't we?
You're right. Man City only started looking at Marc Guehi, right? Only started looking at him when Guardiola and Ruben Dias went down. That's the only time I started looking at him.
And what happens when they come back?
There you go, man. There you go. They'll probably come to Liverpool and say, "Oh, you can have him now." I would say, "Fuck off, do one."
No.
Do you know what I mean? But this is what's happening in football. It's happening over again. There's many players, right? Back in like in Chelsea, obviously when Chelsea first got the money and so forth. There's many players that we was after. Chelsea comes in, pays the same sort of money, but just offer higher wages. Joe Cole was one of them. We was looking at Joe Cole, yeah. We was looking at Joe Cole, and that's when Joe Cole was at his height. You know what I mean? Was like up there. Do you know what I mean? The Joe Cole that we got, and I think that we eventually got when Roy Hodgson came in, was crap.
Yeah, it wasn't anything compared to the one we seen.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But when we wanted him in the day, right, we offered. I can't really remember how much we offered. I don't. Yes, say it's 10 million. Yes, say we offered 10 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. All that Chelsea came in and did was offer a little bit more, but then offer the higher wages. That's how they was getting. That's how they was getting a player. Florian Malouda, right? Florian Malouda was 12.5 million from Leon. They
Yep.
Leon wanted 12.5 million. And we said, yeah, man, we'll do it. We'll do it. You know what I mean? We saw value in the player. We said, we'll do it. Chelsea hears about that, right? They come in, offer the same money, but higher wages. And he ends up paying
wages,
all his paying all his career and everything that, right, at Chelsea. So what we doing here? Do you know what I mean? Is it a fact that in days right here? Does it get to a situation that's all like, if we're interested in the player, we can't say nothing. We can't say nothing because the fact that they like other teams like Chelsea, like your Man City and all them sort of team, even teams abroad, are just going to come in for him. Do you know what I mean? And then then like if it's like Real Madrid, the lure of actually playing in Spain in the heat and this and that. Do you know what I mean?
Because here's the thing: they bought Guehi for 20 million, but gave him 300 grand a week.
I got the thing is that it works out to be 30 million because they got 20 million and 10 million add-ons. It works out to 30 million, but it's still cheap. It's still 5 million cheaper than what we was going to pay.
Exactly, and we probably would have still paid the 35 mil on the day if they would have let it go through. But they still haven't replaced Guehi to this moment. Now they haven't replaced him.
That's what I'm trying to say. So what was it? So that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I said to my brother. I was speaking to my brother, and even my brother said, "Yeah, I see your point now. I see your point." I goes like back then at the day, the excuse that we got right why they pulled the plug was the fact that the day, is that the replacement of what they want, who they wanted, went to West Ham, didn't they? So they couldn't get a replacement. So then at the day they pulled the plug because what happens in transfers and stuff here is the fact that the day is like the two parties have got to sign. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like a fax. It's like a fax machine. I've seen it done. Like when they had that documentary on Liverpool at the name when they was buying when they bought was it Joe Leslie? That Welsh is supposed to be. He was supposed to be the Welsh Perlo, Yeah, Joe Leslie. Joe Leslie's name was. Yeah. When they bought him, you can see them all standing around a fax machine and they waiting for the fax to come through to with a signature of Swansea. Do you know what I mean? So he's got to have two signatures. You understand? So if Crystal Palace at the day do not sign that to say we're okay with that transfer affair, we're fucked. He has to literally go back to sort of like Crystal Palace because he's still a Crystal Palace player.
He still is right now. He still is right now. According to everything I've seen, he still is right now.
Yeah, but they'll get him. They'll get him.
But why?
They'll get him.
Why are they going to let that medical go through? That's my question. Why are you going to let it go through?
Right. The reason why they're going to let that medical go through is because Crystal Palace did not want to sell to us in the first place.
And there you go.
They did not want to sell to us, my friend. They did not want to sell to us because at the end of the day, Oliver Glasner said at the end of the day, right? This is what Oliver Glasner said. If Marc Guehi, right, goes to get sold at the end of the day, right? You know what I mean? He could have phrased it if Marc Guehi goes to Liverpool for I don't know, but he said if Marc Guehi gets sold at the end of the day, right, I'm walking.
So
the thing is about you hadn't signed a contract anyway to say at the end of the day that you was gonna say, right? So he must have meant that I'm going now.
So has he now said that he's gone? Has he gone now? Because Guehi apparently has been sold. So does that mean Glasner's gone, or was it just
we used to come out and said it today? He definitely won't be here. He's definitely going to end the season. Do you know what I mean? He's definitely going to end the season. So basically, in day, right, he'll probably rock up with Man City.
That's what I'm thinking. That's a lot of tosh, isn't it?
It's bollocks because the fact that
if Marc Guehi is sold, I'm walking. So are we expecting to see his P45 on the table right now because Guehi's been sold?
The thing is about anything that we say Rod's cop. Why did we have other centre backs to fall back on like Slotterbeck instead of putting all our eggs in one basket, Marc Guehi, for Marc Guehi. We could have paid 20 million, but we were waiting for freebie. No, but the
I
fact
don't think it was so much of a
I
freebie.
don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Do you know what I mean? Because we all know
I
how.
think they're just not backing Slot. That's what I personally think. They're just not backing him.
I don't. You know what? I don't even think it's down. I don't even think it's down to Slot. I don't even think that down to Slot, because the fact of the day, right? The fact of the day is that they was Crystal Palace was, a couple of weeks ago were talking about the fact of the day that they wanted more money for Marc Guehi.
Yeah.
They wanted
You
more
said
money
that.
for Guehi, and then they doubled down and I think that right, yeah, they doubled down and said that they well, you know, they don't want so much, you know, that's not the case, yeah. They knew at the end of the day that they knew at the end of the day, excuse me, they knew at the end of the day that sort of like Liverpool were gonna wait until summer for him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So they pushed him out the door now.
City knew that we were waiting until the summer. They knew we wasn't going to go for him. They knew that. And they only know that because they have Pep Linders there whispering into Pep Guardiola's ear and they're saying Liverpool are not going to go on Guehi now. They're going to wait until the summer. So this is a good chance for you to put down a bid. That's what he said. Honest. Pep
Every
Linders
player,
knows how we work.
every player, and every player in the day that we look at and think that right, all these teams at the day right that claim that they're big clubs, you know what I mean, way bigger than Liverpool and all that, right? You have to still go and snap at our player, like fly.
Yeah.
Snap at our player and think that. Well, to me at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's like, well,
we don't compare our players to yours. You compare your players to us.
Yeah, people, and like I said, people buying head in, bearing head in sand. Hope they enjoy Gav at centre back when Canate and Gomez get injured. Exactly,
Let's hope not.
exactly. You know what I mean? Slotterbeck was Slot. This is what I always say, and I think that when you talk about sort of like these players and stuff, right? Talk about players that are realistically going to come to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Someone will link
people talk about Bradley Bacola and all that because it's good to talk about Bradley Bacola. It's good to link Bradley Bacola with Liverpool, but it's never going to happen, mate.
No,
it's never going to happen, fam. You know what I mean? It's never going to happen.
I'm not linked to him.
You know what I mean? Do we? Never going to happen. Do you know what I mean? Then at the day, there's this Diamante and thing that people already saying that how much of a baller he is. He's just come on the scene, man. He's just come on the scene. For God's sake, he's just got noticed this season. How can you say it today that this guy is a baller? How can you say that Brandon Bacola is a baller today? Because these players that Bradley Bacola and stuff, and they hardly start games. They come off the bench. Do you know what I mean? And look at like one guy and they saying that about how Semenya is a bum and everything that right. He scored 2 and 2 now.
We said
to me, they don't scream out a bum. Be really. This is what the fan base and this is what the fan base really annoys me. Be realistic about certain things. Don't just like pick names out your backside and think, oh yeah, that sounds good. Do you know what I mean? Don't do that, man. This is not how we do football, Brett. My friend, we go for realistic, you know what I mean, realistic targets. People that you can see realistically coming to the club.
Exactly.
Realistically doing well for Liverpool.
And we're seeing what happens, Rob, when we get a bad manager. When we get a bad manager, we don't do anything. So we had Roy Evans, right? We had Rafael Benitez, who, to be fair, did well in Europe, but didn't do well in the Premier League, in the league, right? We didn't really prosper in the league under Rafael Benitez, and we didn't prosper in the league under Roy Evans, but we did under Gerard Houllier, and we did under Jurgen Klopp. The managers in between were not good enough for us to get us to the promised land of the title. This manager is looking exactly the same as those managers I've seen. So that's one of the biggest reasons why it was never going to work with him. What I'll say about this current transfer market, I don't think they have any faith in him because they've seen how stubborn he is with the current squad. He's got fit players, he's not even playing. He's got fit players, he's not even playing for 90 minutes. So why are they going to back him? They're not going to back him, are they? They're not. They're just going to let him suffer. But the problem with that is us poor fans have to suffer as well. That's the biggest issue. It's us fans that suffer here, not Slot. He's gone in the summer. Hughes and Edwards are looking at the fact that they don't trust him with signings now because of what they've seen him do with the current signings they've given him. He didn't prosper. He didn't do anything with them. And he decided to start playing the new players straight away, which you never do. You never do that. You never, ever do that when you've got a perfectly good team ready to go. And that's what we had. We had a perfectly good team, still in shape, still ready to go. You had Robertson still. You had Bradley still. You could have easily played them. Kanate, Van Dijk, you had them. You had the three midfielders you've always had, and you slowly integrate Wirtz, you slowly integrate Ekatike, you slowly integrate Isak. We had the rest of the squad there. It was their issue. It was his Slot's issue is why we went downhill, and the stubbornness he's shown to not play players in the correct positions means that the board have lost faith in him, so they're not going to back him, and they're just going to let him go in the summer. But like I say, in the meantime, it's us fans who suffer.
Antica says 2 of our 3 centre-backs probably going as well in summer, so going to need a maximum of 2 centre-backs. Maximum 3 centre-backs, really, to be honest.
3 centre-backs, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm fed up of just getting just the bare minimum. Yeah. But the thing is about it, I understand what you're saying, Copfather. I understand what you're saying, but what happens, this is what happens. Even when they do get a good manager, right, they still don't back him. So we can't win.
No.
We literally can't win. When they get something good.
To buy a club. So who's the next asset that gets sold? I know who it is. You know who it is. The chat know who it is. If we want players now, the next asset that'll get sold is Salah. They'll sell Salah and use that money to bring in centre-backs and then say, there's your centre-backs. We couldn't get them in January because we didn't have a player that needed to be sold. That's the excuse they'll use. Just watch.
Yeah, I know they're going to come up with something silly like that.
Yeah,
but the fact is at the end of the day, sort of like I always say, even when they do get a good manager that builds up their club and puts it back at the back, they still don't want to back him. So to me, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if they have Slot, Klopp, or even Ancelotti. It don't matter. You're not getting backed. You're only going to get back to a certain sort of like bare minimum. It's like what's going to happen is that you get what you want, but not what you need, and that's what we got in summer. We got what we wanted. Yeah, we got transfers, but we didn't get really what we needed. We didn't get no DMs. We didn't get no DMs. Yet in the day, we still got Gravenberch at the day playing in midfield at the day as a DM. And what happens at the end of the day, right, is that when sort of like Kanate gets injured and they'll put Gravenberch there.
Oh God help us.
Do you know what I mean? You know, when sort of like if Frimpong goes down and everything that, right, and we got sort of like just got Gomez and that, yeah. We just got Gomez. What happens at the end of the day is like we what happens with that is like we tend to sort of like put Szoboszlai there. We'll put Szoboszlai there. They're already doing it now, and we don't need to have him in there now.
I know,
They're already doing it now. Szoboszlai and is going at right back. That's the second time he's gone at right back when he doesn't need to go at right back. Yeah, he's going to go at right back. It's either he goes at right back or Curtis Jones goes at right back. So really and truly, we're acting like a team at the day that's thinning the ground, which we're not really. We're not thinning the ground.
No.
We've got enough players at the day to play in that position. So it doesn't matter at the end of the day what manager that we got in place at the day. These guys at the day are still going to mug him off. Do you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Now my man's here and think that, right? He knows that if he gets sacked and think that, he's getting a payout.
Yeah.
He's getting a payout. He's actually getting a payout. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. He gets a payout. That's the problem, isn't it?
He gets a payout and everything that, and he'll probably end up with Bayern Munich or some bollocks like that. And we'll probably get something like freaking Eddie Howe or something like
No,
Eddie Howe
we
or somebody at his level.
We
The
need the
club's
next
not.
big. We need the next big thing.
Yeah, the club's not moving right, and the club's not moving right, and it hasn't been moving right for 15 years, bro.
I know.
It hasn't
I've
been
had to
moving
live
right.
through
I
it.
mean, yeah, I mean at the day. So like, all right, fair enough. At the day, this situation with Marc Guehi and it wasn't their fault. I can't blame Liverpool for that. But the club in itself at the day have not been moving right for 15 years.
No, they haven't.
They only want to win things at the day, right? In every 5 years, yeah, they say, all right, yeah, I think we should win something now. That's what they do. They don't want to dominate.
What they did do actually is they sold the team that actually won the league.
Yeah, because they don't want to win things. Glasner has confirmed he's leaving at end of season. Exactly.
You know that.
That's good. Coincidental, that though, isn't it? It's, you know what I mean? As Klopp says, crazy, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, what a deal for Guehi. Yeah, well, yeah. Watch the PR when the transfer window closes. New centre back, and they will be the next best. Yeah, next best thing. Yeah, you're right. We're gonna get so much. We're gonna get so much PR spill in there, right? It's unbelievable. This guy here, Marcus R90 said, I genuinely thought you guys would have got Guehi, to be honest. Yeah, I did as well.
We did.
And he's a Man City fan. But then again, when you got your club at the day, right? Coming in, going to Crystal Palace, offer them same amount of money, but putting them £300,000 a week and everything that. Well, you're not going to get him, innit? So
we're not the club. We're not the kind of club that does that. You have to earn that money. Look at Salah. Look at Virgil.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of clubs that do that. Not a club in the Premiership that haven't really got the power to do that. The only people in the Premiership that's got the power to do that is probably Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man United.
Yeah,
that will do that. The rest of them won't do that. They won't have the power to do that. Do you know what I mean? We ain't got the power and day to put all these players on 300 grand a week. We ain't got that power.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense in the day. So like, and you're getting people like the Man City are sticking their nose in our business every time. They stick their nose in our business, and then they want to talk about how bigger and better they are about us. That's when sort of like Footy Reacts come up with that thing there, and then they say that, oh, you know what I mean? That Man City is the best run club. That's bollocks. I'm sorry. I know he's my boy and all that, but that's bollocks.
No chance.
They ain't the best run club. The best run club at the day. Don't look at other people at the day, right? Instead of doing their own scouting at the day, right? It wouldn't be so bad at the day if they did their own scouting at the day, right? And got certain players in. It wouldn't be so bad. But they don't do the own scouting.
No.
Yeah. They always look at our players at the day. Always look at what we're going for and say, yeah. Let's go for that player. Let's go for that player. You know what it's like at the day. You know when you know it's like it for that. You know, like when you was growing up, right? And you had your boy and everything that, right? And then when you'll start chatting to a girl.
Yeah.
You'll start chatting to a girl and everything that, right? Yeah. The next minute at the day, right? He's egging up and they trying to chat to her as well, trying to get her number. When you're trying at the day to sort of like, you're trying to pattern something, yeah. You're trying to pattern something up and everything. And you got him butting in the day, trying to sort of like get her number as well, and telling you, goes, well, you haven't sort of like, there's nothing solid yet, you know what I mean? Well, how can there be anything solid between me and that woman and there if you're fucking butting in?
Yeah, because you ain't got the confidence to go up to her until I've broken the ice.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. So you're gonna use me to break the ice and everything that, right? Break the ice and everything, and then you come in there and clean up. Nah, Don't do that.
So in the end, all you end up doing in that analogy is just say standing at the bar like that.
Yeah, exactly. So what's actually happened? We've gone in there with Marc Guehi and Semenya and they right, patting up the thing, yeah, patting up the thing and everything that right, and then
Yep.
them man just come in and start throwing their weight around. Andika says they gave him 450 in summer. He made no business sense nonsense. Yeah, it's not that. It was no business sense nonsense. Being put out. Basically, he's off in the summer. They don't trust him. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Like 237 million of that on player sales anyway.
Yeah, but
So
the
how
thing is,
much did they realistically give him then?
it's Chelsea bringing in another centre back as well. United being linked with fuck's sake.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Meanwhile, we are sat on our hands. Fuck it.
Oh, why did we
And he
get rid
probably
of him?
go as well because he's from Warrington, isn't he? Mentioned PSG again in the press. Mentioned PSG in the press conference. Mentioned PSG. Mentioned PSG again in the press conference. He's
Liverpool, not
obsessed with them.
PSG.
Should go and manage them. Then yeah, he's fucking a knob.
Piss off and manage them then.
And Dicker said, doing all hard work, leaving bar on. That's us.
Yep.
Leaving bar on
I realised that.
That's us. Yeah.
And I went online. Much better online.
No, it's us, but it's us. And think that, but they always did. And even Chelsea was doing that. Do you know what I mean? This is why this is why when they was gonna have a wage cap. Remember when they was talking about a wage cap? This is why in the day, right? Man City and Man City, Chelsea,
Arsenal, Chelsea, and United, and even
they all kicked off fast, didn't they? They kicked off fast. This is why they kicked off fast because they know at the day. They know on the day the biggest attraction to their club is the fact that they can put these people on higher wages. That's the biggest attraction.
But if it was capped at 250, which is reasonable, let's be honest, 250 grand a week is reasonable. Liverpool would do a hell of a lot more business. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. The thing is about it, and they right. Man City. Put it so the teams at the day that's probably got the bigger influence in the Premier League than us. You know what I mean? Yeah, because nobody likes us in the Premier League.
No one likes us in the Championship. What are you voting on about?
Yeah, nobody likes us.
The most hated. Arsenal say they're the most hated club. No, you're not, mate. No,
you're not. The most hated
Liverpool is the most hated club.
I don't see that. I don't see you going. I don't see Arsenal going for players in the day, right? I don't see Arsenal going for players, right? And they pull the plug on the deal at the 11th hour. I don't see that happening.
No.
So don't give me that bollocks, man.
Are we the only club that's ever happened to? Because I've never heard of it before now.
Probably, yeah. It's actually insane the way he talks. He's shocked team come till.
Sit back.
It's insane how he talks, acts surprised. Teams come to Anfield to sit back. Okay, yeah, I get you.
There's no other club in the league more hated than Liverpool. We are hated in the Championship by them teams. Let that sink in. The Championship teams hate us. Probably League 1, League 2, League 3 all hate us because Liverpool was the most dominant team in the 70s and the 80s. Reason?
Even down here, and I think that in Luton, where I'm in Luton, down here, Luton Town fans hate Liverpool.
Yeah,
they hate Liverpool. Still to today, they hate Liverpool. Even when there was non-league in it, and there was this guy, and for that, right, who used to work at the library, and he always just have a dig at me about fucking Liverpool. And one day I've said to him, I goes, oh well, yeah, it's right for you to say what you're saying because you're a Man United fan. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he goes, no, I'm not Man United fan. I goes, oh, okay, well, you was. I goes, what? Arsenal? He goes, no, Chelsea. He goes, no. I goes, what are you then? Luton Town. I goes,
Why the
bro.
fuck do you hate us?
I goes, bro. I just said to him, bro, have a word with yourself, mate. You're not a non-fucking league. You're not
Why
a
do you
long
hate
league.
us?
That time it was non-league. I said, listen, bro. There's 92 teams in the league, and you're not one of them. You're non-league, bro. Have a word with yourself, mate.
How can you hate Liverpool?
Yeah, I mean, I goes, listen, come back and talk to me when you're in the league, bro. Until then, shut the fuck up.
I can't believe that. But then again, I can because I grew up here in the north, and we're hated up. We're hated up here. We're hated up here in the north as well. Liverpool are hated here, where we actually are from. We're hated here. We're hated in the east. We're hated in the west. We're hated up in. They all hate us. Why? It never makes any sense to me because growing up, the Liverpool I seen was not a threat to anyone. The Liverpool team I seen was not a threat to anyone. Yet I still got called all the names under the sun for supporting Liverpool. But we were no threat to anyone at the time. It was only because of how much dominance we were in the 70s and the 80s that transcended to poor myself, a 30-year fan, who had to grow up with all that crap.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's like, when I tell Liverpool, tell Liverpool, tell people, and they go, "Oh, what team you support?" He goes, I guess I Liverpool. He goes, "You hardly got a Scouse accent." I guess I know. I was born down there, you prat. You don't have to have a Scouse accent to fucking support Liverpool. This is what I get.
Global club.
This is what I don't get. Do you know what I mean?
I never understood that. I've heard that so many times. I heard that all the time in school. When I seen Chelsea shirts, I had the same problem. I said, hang on a minute. Why are you supporting Chelsea? How do you mean? I went, you're like 200 and something miles away from where Chelsea actually are. So why are you wearing a Chelsea shirt up here? Oh, well, it's just my club. And I went, how can it be your club? You're surrounded by Manchester United, Liverpool, and you're surrounded by Everton and all the other clubs around this area. Why are you supporting Chelsea when they're down the south and you don't live there? Oh, well, it's just my club. I went, no, it's not. Because the other week you were wearing a United shirt. Why are you wearing a Chelsea shirt now?
Yeah, exactly. It gets on my nerves. Like one guy said to me, he goes, "Oh," and then when he was about Liverpool, he goes, "Are you from Liverpool?" And I go, "No, we're here." You know what I mean? He goes, "Oh, how can you support Liverpool if you're not even from there?" And goes, "I go, you support Tottenham, but you live in Luton.
Mm-hmm.
So what? You know what I mean?" He goes,
Yeah.
"Well, I'm close." I goes, "I am closer." I goes, "No, don't matter. You don't live in London, do you?
No.
You live here. You don't live in London. You live here. So what's the difference?" That's what I'm saying. These people get my nerves. But what gets me at the end of the day with this whole scenario at the end of the day is the fact that at the end of the day sort of like is a fact at the end of the day sort of like these people at the end of the day, people at the end of the day in the Premiership and let people like Man City, let people like fucking Chelsea and them like get away with these things each and every year, time after time again.
Yeah.
They're allowed to spend. And then when we start spending and think that, right, people start having a go at us for spending money. But
Did you
don't have
hear
a
them in the
go.
summer? Did you
They
hear them in
don't
the
have a go
summer?
at them. This summer at the day was the only time at the day that, like, you know what I mean, Man City spent less money than us.
Yeah.
Usually at the day they're spending more money than us.
Correct me if I'm
You know
wrong.
what I'm saying?
Didn't Arsenal spend more money than us? Just correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure they spent more money than us, and that wasn't through
Arsenal
player sales.
Arsenal have spent a billion on their team.
Yeah.
Arsenal spent make no mistake, my boy.
But
Arsenal have
how?
spent a
What I
billion
don't
on
get
their
about
team.
that though, Rods, how are they doing that when they don't sell players?
But there you go. You look at their squad and look at their squad. They've probably got about 2 people for every position. They're spending money, bro. And they was going to, and then they spend money this transfer window, and they probably still could. They probably still could at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? But yet and day when we said they have a go, I said no, because they're saying and they we don't spend money and I think that we're cheap and I think that right, and then they have a go, I said no, when we do start spending money.
Do you have a go at us again?
Yeah, make your mind up, mate.
So you can have a go at us for not spending money, but then you have a go at us because we did spend money.
Yeah,
I'm confused.
that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You can't win and think that. Now the mere fact at the end of the day, sort of like this Marc Guehi at the end of the day situation at the end of the day, to me at the end of the day, it's just topped it all.
Yeah.
It's literally just topped it all. You know what I mean? Where sort of like, them man that pulled the plug at the end of the day on Liverpool at the end of the day, right? Getting Marc Guehi because because of the fact that they didn't have sort of like no cover, and I think now you still ain't got cover now, and he's gone to Man City for cheaper.
Yeah.
For cheaper. So obviously at the end of the day, it's obvious at the end of the day that Glasnow's going. To me at the end of the day, right, I'll be very surprised at the end of the day if I don't see Glasnow at Man City next season. I'll be very surprised if I don't see him there next season, because I've been told time after time at the end of the day this is his last season. Pep Guardiola, this is his last season.
Yep.
This is his last season. I've been told. I'm told. Yeah. So
why
really
would Semenyo and Guehi be going there if they haven't been promised that a more substantial manager's coming?
Of course it is. Of course it is.
I think it's that previous comment. I think it's because of Hazel.
Yeah. Ross, give them a lesson. Give them a lesson. Our accent is a mixture of Welsh, Irish, and Scottish. Yeah, facts.
Yeah. My surname's actually from Ireland, so that doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
And people don't fucking know shit. City spent $500 million since the end of the 115 hearing. Likely takes was it
Smithereens
your year as well, yet no kick off. We dare spend money. National outrage. Facts.
There you go. That's why I'm telling you now, we are the most hated club. And guys, let's not forget, they were telling Newcastle, all our rivals were telling Newcastle, hold on to Isak. Remember that?
Yeah, don't
telling them.
Do not sell Isak to Liverpool. Hold on to him. Do not sell. Yeah. Exactly. I meant to say.
Don't give me any of this nonsense that Arsenal are a hated club. Don't give me any of this nonsense that Chelsea are a hated club. United are a hated club. I had United fans in the chat. I had Chelsea fans in the chat. And I don't think there's not that many City fans, but there was a couple of them claiming to be City fans in the chat, and Newcastle fans in the chat, and Arsenal fans in the chat. All united under one thing: stop Liverpool getting Isak.
Yeah, of course.
They were united under one promise: that Isak stays at Newcastle. How can you possibly then say that Liverpool are not the most hated club when we united 5 fan bases together for one purpose?
Not true. I said that's what I said. You know me, spot on, cockfather.
It's Hazel. That
and Dicko says my surname is Scottish. Dicko, yeah, Dicko. No, it's true though, isn't it? It's true, but it always happens. It's always happened. But like, what I'm saying is obviously saying as well, right? Is what I'm saying as well is that like Liverpool have not been moving right in days, moving right for about 15 years now. And to be honest, I'm just like fed up. I'm really like fed up with all these bollocks.
I'm tired of it.
I'm tired. Yeah, I'm literally tired of all these bollocks that Liverpool either go through, you know what I mean, or either do themselves. You know, it's just to me at the end of the day, it's just like someone needs, as my Fuzzy says at the event, someone needs to ask them, are you serious? Are you literally serious about running this club?
Yeah.
Is there any ambition that you've got? Because put it this way, really and truly, we could have said at the end of the day, sort of like, their man, they should have probably paid the 40 million a long time ago, and we're going through this. You know what I mean? But then, if there was a deal in place at the day, right, for last day in the window for 35 million and stuff, right, yeah, and they pulled the plug at the day because of sort of like they couldn't find cover, yeah. They still ain't got no cover this season.
That's nothing
for
to
the
do with
start
us.
for the
Since
last
when?
duration
Since
at the
when,
day.
Rods? Since when do the buying team have to wait for the selling team to find cover? Since when? Since when?
Right, they have to in a sense at the day because what it is, as I alluded to before, right, with this with the transfer and there is 2 signatures that are needed. You need a signature of Crystal Palace.
Indy Carlos just reported something saying Liverpool ready to pay 30 million for Marc Guehi to Crystal Palace.
Yeah, hold on.
I've just seen it now pop up. I've literally just seen it. This the second pop up.
Alonso,
Apparently they've not given up.
Liverpool. Liverpool. Preliminary talks with Xabi Alonso regarding the head coach role for summer. Ross. Fuck's sake, this fucking fly is annoying. Hold on, just seen it pop up in the car.
Yeah, just Indy Carlos just reported it.
Let's see what they got. Alonso. Mark Guehi asked Liverpool if Arne Slot would be the manager next season. There was no comment. Right, like that, innit? Don't laugh like that. You're an idiot, you know. Oh, major breaking. Right, Liverpool have inquired about Morello for Nottingham Forest. That's not happening. He's not selling. They're not selling him to Liverpool. Right, let me find this in the Carla fuckeries. Trent Alexander is reportedly unhappy. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? He said like he's unhappy. I'm gonna get that flying. It's annoying. I'm gonna get it. It's fucking annoying. Can't do it. No, it's annoying, man. Don't laugh. It's not funny.
Annoying little flies, aren't they?
Oh, mate, it's fucking annoying. Right, Indie Colonies, right? Indie Colonies. Right. I can't see it. Has he got his picture in there?
Yeah. Look.
I'm on the Indie Colors post now. Let me put it up so you can see it as well. Scheiße. To the bang bang, to the bang bang. Right, let's see. Right, you can see it, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Right, let's see. Let's see what we can find. Right, Liverpool move on to next exciting target after missing out on Semenyo. Don't know what the fuck that is. Can't see his face. Look at Michael Carrick. Fucking hell. They're scraping the bottom of the barrel there, ain't they? Carrick. No, they are, aren't they? Johnny Harting has gone to
Bit further down is what I've seen it. There we go. That's what just popped up. Go back up.
Here, this one here.
No, go. That pad that
all
just
right.
popped
Oh,
up,
this here.
All
right. Okay, Liverpool ready to pay 30 million for Marc Guehi to get Spurs. Liverpool not ready to. Well, but it says that Liverpool not ready to meet Marc Guehi.
Yeah, but then it says an X underneath it, meaning wrong.
Well, we have to wait and see, innit?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
If they do
If the
check it,
medical's not done, as we've seen, the medical could just be stopped like that.
yeah, it's going to be down to like where he wants to go, isn't it?
Exactly.
What's this? So I might get in the. Let's see. Let's see.
Liverpool looking like an exciting target. That's hilarious, isn't it?
Yeah. Scarce used to be used as a mock term for poor. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, sorry, Chav.
Yeah, scarce was supposed to be uh another term for peasant.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Exactly, Godfather. Only we had to wait. It did say a was coming.
You
A
did.
bomb was coming. Who said that? Indicala.
Indy Carly always does it.
Mm.
It wouldn't surprise me, you know. Wouldn't surprise me if we're
He's
going to test what Crystal Palace will do. Will they deny the 20 million in charge of the 30 million? Would they do that? Would Crystal Palace want 30 million because you've already nearly paid them 35? They've offered them 20, and you've had a here you go from Fabrizio, but his here you goes don't mean anything when it comes to this player. Because he's done it. If you go through his timeline,
Liverpool could come in,
yeah,
and offer 35 million dead,
yeah,
and say, "Look, here's 35 million." They could come in. They could come
it's
in
the
and
same
do that.
price. But if we've submitted 30 million, that's 10 million more. Crystal Palace have more of an incentive to take the 30 million than they have for the 20.
Yeah, but the only thing is with that scenario is that we all know that sort of like Liverpool won't do that. Liverpool won't come in and either match or give a bit more. They won't do
Oh, I
that.
don't know. Remember Diaz? He was about to go to Tottenham, and then we came in because he's part of our summer plans. We came in and threw money down and took him. You just don't know with Liverpool. We're a club that just goes, you're going to take him? You what? No, we're going to take him. If he's part of our summer plans, we do generally move fast if he's part of our summer plans. We've seen a here we go from Fabrizio, which means it's on his way to do a medical. It's up to Liverpool to then throw 30 million down and say, well, there's 5 mil less than what we were going to pay originally. There's 30 million. If we gave them 35 million, it means we had 35 million. So if we give them 30 million, it's just 5 less than what we had already, right? Nothing's changed.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you.
Nothing's changed, has it? We haven't got less or more. Nothing's changed.
No, I hear you. It's just to me, and then to me, is Liverpool going to do that? And sometimes you can never actually tell with Liverpool.
Liverpool don't go off their targets, though. You know that as well as I do. They waited the whole year to get Konate. They waited so long to get Thiago. Liverpool don't come off their targets. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, because Liverpool could derail it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Liverpool could say Liverpool can pay the money now and he comes in summer. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. What Liverpool could do, Liverpool could pay the money. He goes, right, I'll pay you the money, 35 million. And he goes, you know what? On top of that, we will loan him back to you to the end of the season.
Yeah.
And Crystal Palace, and they will jump at that.
Jump at that chance.
Jump at that, mate. You're getting your money, and plus you're getting your player to the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not having it. It doesn't make business sense now when he was literally sat in our club tracksuit in August. Yeah, facts.
They have no incentive to let him go. And if he's part of our summer plans, then you're going to have to throw 30 million down and just go and get him.
Rev says, question, why do Liverpool cheapskate himself? It's pathetic.
Because they rely on player sales, that's why.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me, Sharon.
we always rely on player sales. That's why. We only got Nunes because Mane went out the door and a few more players.
Who's this? Foot reaction, man. Yes, big up, uncle. My true condolences. My friend, you know. It's supposed to be my friend. You messed out the N, I think. Yeah. It's like a uncle I've never met all his here, uncle. Yeah, big up, bless up, one love, man.
Big up footy.
Hope all is well. Yeah, it's getting there, mate. It's getting there. It's as well as it can be, my friend.
That's no excuse, footy. You can't spell.
Yeah. I just don't think they trust him anymore. Money, yeah.
That's what I said.
I know, but that shouldn't
This is
be
a big indication, isn't it?
Yeah, but
This
that
big
you know what?
indication.
On the Liverpool's sake, the lot embarrassing.
Yeah, it was more.
Sorry, on Liverpool, sacked a lot embarrassing. Yeah,
That's what you were saying earlier. You were saying sack Hughes, sack Edwards, sack Slot. I'm like, well, I'll give you the sack Slot part.
The thing is about it, and day, right? Things about what I'm saying is, like, footy is finished with was it negation? Was it?
Footy is finished with negotiations.
Oh, bro, negotiations. Not that.
Brighton FA Cup, 8 p.m. Valentine's Day.
Oh, right. Okay. We are awaiting for freebies like a CD on the cover of Max Power magazine when others are paying to get mans in. Yeah.
Does everyone in the chat think he goes to City or we come in with a 30 million bid? What does everyone think?
I should have put that in my thing, you know. What time's kickoff tomorrow? 3 o'clock, isn't it? Is it 3 o'clock?
Let's have a look. Are we on the blackout? Are we the 3 o'clock kickoff?
I think we are, you know.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See on my favourite app.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, 3 o'clock.
Against Burnley.
Burnley.
Burnley hate us as well. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Why? Why do Burnley hate us?
It wouldn't surprise me at all. You know, no, this thing. Liverpool have begun preliminary talks with Xabi Alonso regarding the head coach role for summer. That would be good, actually. You know.
What's that?
Xabi Alonso coming in the summer.
Good.
But committing to a major deal is difficult. Hold on, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? James.
Ant and Ravi saying he's going City. Okay. By that logic, then, Diaz should have gone to Spurs until they got in the way of our summer plans. If a team gets in the way of Liverpool's summer plans, they do have a tendency to get that player in earlier. They do have a tendency to do that. That is a fact.
It's not ideal. Signing should be made, but committing to major deals is difficult as long as the managerial situation remains uncertain. But Liverpool are preparing for a big summer. Oh God, not that again. In 2026, centre backs and wingers are key priority. Not that old chestnut, mate, is it?
Well, that just tells me one thing: you're selling Salah. That's what it says to me. I hope your one's not Virgil.
Nice. They saying Virgil.
So the two assets. It's the two assets, then, isn't it?
Liverpool previously maintained a firm stance against paying a transfer fee for Marc Guehi during the transfer window. The club operates under strict financial constraints, and has emphasized that its budget for a new signing is limited. Great.
No, it's not, because it's the exact same amount that we had available for him on the last day of the window. So what are you talking about?
NFC and Germany. Justin, Liverpool look set to wait until the summer to do business. Signing a new centre back will be high on their agenda, with Ibrahim Konate's contract expires at the end of the season. Also attacking areas will be discussed. Oh, great.
Oh, God, blimey. Disgust. Great. Oh, dear. Strap yourselves in, guys.
This guy here, I can't stand this guy here. Fenway Sports Group CEO of football, Michael Evans, was part of Liverpool delegation who visited Paris Saint-Germain Academy faculties before Christmas. The trip to the state of the art complex in Poissy, west of France, the French capital, which was great.
Why are they telling us that? Let me give a rat's ass about a building. Why are they telling us anything about the bloody building? Why we care? I'm not going to visit it. Why are you telling us about the building?
Zane said, I actually love 3 o'clock kickoffs because I can never watch the game, just have to listen on Sky Sports and stuff like that. Big up Zane. We are scamming a win versus Bruce Lee's cousin Bumley, you know. Watch Long Ball FC at its finest at Anfield. You know that if we let this last for a head out. Crook from Talkshire is Hughes. Was it? Hughes? You read that one there because he does a deciphering.
Crook from Talkshire, I presume that means Talksport. Issues his mate said we won't do as doesn't make financial sense. Okay, but if it doesn't make financial sense, why did you try and do it in the summer?
This guy is a muppet. All fans are asking for is literally one centre back. Exactly.
We know.
Exactly my point, mate. Now we ain't getting Marc Guehi. We want him a fee, so we ain't serious like Phil Mitchell trying to be London's East End Steven Seagal. Stop that. Seems so good, man. Chuck Norris. Michael Evans and Richard Hughes are a joke, man. They are a fucking joke. Who's this now? Peter. Was it Cropper King? Guehi, not worth 300 bags, bro. I think he is actually. Yeah. He is worth it. He is worth it. He's a good player. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to go into this thing about how he's not worth it. He's a good player. That's what I'm trying to say. He's a very good player, and he's a captain. So that means that he's got leadership qualities, and so one could say that. But then what you do at the end of the day, you work around that. Do you know what I mean? But my argument is at the day is that's what people like Man City and like Chelsea have. Chelsea's been doing this for years, coming in and bum rushing the show.
They're coming in and they're just raising everyone's wages, which is raising everyone's expectations.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. Yeah. Why is Marc Guehi dentist Is it then? Right. What's this? Read that out for me, please.
Why is Mark Guehi dentist scummy sitting?
I don't understand that really, to be honest. I'll be
I have
honest
no
with you.
idea.
I'll be fair to you, my friend.
No idea what you're saying there.
Ravi, who is the other option to fall back on? Why we chasing Mark Guehi like girl that doesn't want man to stop that? I know, man, I know. You get Katika is so embarrassing, huh? Yeah, true. Very true, my friend. Oh, why is my pay going to Scammy City? Mark, kid. What's he on about?
I think it's why is my pay going to scrummy cities? Mark Kell, Mark Lane, Mark Guehi, Mark Gay, Gummy City. I don't flipping know what he's on about there.
Say, what are you talking about? Are you insane, man? Hugo says, "Oh, made you look like mugs yet again." Yeah,
Yeah.
afraid to say that. Let's say you're right. Is it? Read this one out for us.
My City's
Read.
beating in every department, shaking my head, watch them win the league. Oh, I
Yeah,
think it says Man City's beating us in every department, shaking my head, watch them win the league.
yeah. What's his name? Man. Oh, man at the moment, isn't it? Please hit the like button and subscribe, please. It's like you're new around there, so hit that
Man at
like.
the moment. Yeah, cracking in that one.
Yeah, man. Hit the like and subscribe, my friend. Okay.
Yeah, man, he put us underneath it. I just seen it there in the chat.
Zane Anif says, deep it, lads. We can't even get a.
Centre back on loan at this rate, it's further down.
Yeah. Okay, big up.
Oh, Miles, a Man United fan. He's just taking the mic. Ah, fair enough then.
Okay, man. Right, I'm gonna make a move.
Yeah,
I've got
man.
work. I've got work in. I'm gonna be fucking up early, man. I ain't feeling it, man. I ain't feeling it. If you're watching to the replay, please hit the like and subscribe button. I'll be back soon. Hit me up in the comment section. Also hit the notification button. Okay. I'll be back soon. I'm not sure when, but you'll see me back soon. You know what I mean? I might continue the rest of my holiday. I don't know yet. You know what I mean? But yeah. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. Is there any more comments come up?
Yeah, I'll read Ravi's. I'm not shouting this, by the way. Liverpool are just looking like a joke man again, failing again to get targets in like under Klopp. But he's shouting it. I ain't shouting that. I don't want to wake my little monsters up.
Go on. Yeah, take some rest, Rods. Mate, you look like an amber knocking at you, ain't gonna lie to you, G. Ravi, big up, lads. You know how we roll. Facts. Right, guys, I will see you later. Take care. Love and respect and peace. We're out. Big up, bless up.
Slut out.
Innit? One love.